going on YouTube? If you're on YouTube, make sure you come to my stream. Link to my Twitch down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, bro. Subscribe, man. Subscribe, bro. What we watching? We watching horror movies. You have zero chance surviving. We'll see, bro. Like, I'm not gonna bullshit, bro. Wait, you gonna stream tomorrow? Probably not, bro. Probably not. I'll take a day off, cause like, nigga, come on. It's a Saturday. It's a Sunday. Sorry.
Says OMG YouTube I am
thought these people are stupid. I can easily survive this. Well, think again, because today we're diving into the world of horror villains so horrifying, so unstoppable.
Terrifier is one movie I think I can't survive. Terrifier is one movie I don't think I could survive, bro. Like, Terrifier is one scared. Like if I was in Terrifier, if Terrifier was real, like, I think I could survive it. Cause think about it. Go, if you haven't seen it, bro, them niggas just, bro, you can count 1 to 10 and they still fucking emoting like, like, bitch, fucking run.
That even you won't be able to survive them. And don't be that one guy that comments, nah, not me though. Because by the end of this video, you will see that there's no way you are surviving these horror villains.
Yeah.
But if you want a better chance of surviving them, here's a friendly tip. Hit the like and subscribe button, because if you don't, they're gonna be at your door tonight. That is not a threat. That's a promise. First up, let's talk about Art the Clown. A name that sounds harmless until you realize this mime makes Pennywise look like party entertainment. Art is from the Terrifier series, and believe me, he's not here to make you balloon animals. He might make your intestines into balloon animals, but who knows? So who is Art the Clown? Picture a clown dressed in black and white, face painted a ghastly white, and a smile that says, run while you still can. Oh, and did I mention that he's completely silent?
I don't think
he
he's
doesn't
that.
speak at all. Nothing screams terror like a clown who doesn't scream at you.
I don't think he's that scary, by the way, guys. I don't think he's that scary, because think about it. I watched this Terrifier, and he's like, he just stares at. Chill with the TTS. Chill with the TTS. Do you know what he does? He just stares at his fucking victim for like 50 seconds before he actually does some shit. And he's like, and they just stare at this nigga like, he's not human.
Art first
it don't matter, bro. I dead ass think I could survive Terrifier. Like, I could survive this nigga, bro. I promise you.
2013 film All Hallows Eve, before getting his own spotlight in the Terrifier franchise. He lurks the streets on Halloween night, but instead of collecting candy, he's more into collecting other things. With superhuman strength and an uncanny ability to survive just about anything, he's less of a man and more of a supernatural phenomenon. So let's get to the burning question. Why wouldn't you survive an encounter with Art?
Yeah.
Well, for starters, he can teleport. Yes, you heard that right. You think you've lost him in a dark alley? Think again. He's probably already waiting for you around the next corner. And his silence, it means you'll never even hear him coming until it's too late. Art's unpredictability is another fatal flaw in your survival plan. He doesn't follow the usual horror villain handbook. One moment, he's toying with his victims. The next, he's unleashed a level of brutality that's off the charts.
It's
this
like,
clown does not play by.
All right, let me ask you niggas a question. All right, so you were chilling, right? You're chilling in your bedroom, and you see a nigga that's just like a clown. That's just like, you know, like, oh, what's good, polite? That's trying to scare you, right? What would you do, nigga? You fucking dip, right? But they see a clown with a fucking blood and everything all over him, and they just sit there and just be like, what? No way, nigga. Fuck you. Come on, bro. Tracking that bitch.
The rules. In fact, basically, in the first Terrifier movie, he seems like the type of killer who likes knives, blunt objects, and other sorts of things like that to do his business. Until it looks like one of the main characters is about to beat him.
I miss you, bro.
That's when he pulls out a fucking gun. In normal horror movies, usually a killer sticks to their weapon of choice. Not Art. Nothing is off the table for him. Trying to outsmart him is like playing a chess with a grandmaster. You won't win. And the stakes are a tad higher than bragging rights this time, though. But let's not forget his superhuman strength. This isn't your average circus clown. Art can tear limbs off like he's pulling apart a rotisserie chicken. Overpowering him physically? It's not gonna happen. And weapons? He's got a whole arsenal, favoring anything with a sharp edge. Your best bet? Well, there isn't one. Oh, and if you think you're hiding, remember that creativity I mentioned? Art's got a knack for turning the mundane into the macabre. He's extraordinarily inventive in his methods, and let's just say he doesn't believe in a quick and painless demise. The more you resist, the more elaborate your end becomes. So, do you think you could take Art down? If a teleporting super strong sadistic clown doesn't faze you, well, you might be the
100%
bravest
could.
person alive, or the next name on his list. But if you think a silent teleporting clown is bad news, buckle up because we're diving into the twisted mind of a man
Bro.
who doesn't need superpowers to kill you. Meet John Kramer.
I see
better
this
known
nigga,
as
right?
Jigsaw.
If this
the
nigga captures
engineer
me,
of your worst nightmares
I'm cooked.
and moral dilemmas.
If
you
he
didn't know
captures
you
me,
had.
I'm cooked.
Jigsaw isn't your
GG's.
run-of-the-mill
I'm
horror
done.
villain. No supernatural abilities, no masks made of human skin, just a terminally ill man with a knack for engineering and a
If he
seriously
gets me,
warped
I'm
sense
not
of
gonna
justice.
lie, I'm
John
cooked.
Kramer took a turn for the worst after
I
a
seen this
series of
movie too.
personal tragedies, including a cancer diagnosis and the loss of his unborn child. Instead of, seeking therapy, he decided to test people's will to live by placing them in elaborate death traps. Men will do anything but go to therapy, it seems. Because that's a normal coping mechanism. So why wouldn't you survive an encounter with Mr. Kramer? Well, let's get one thing straight. If you're on Jigsaw's radar, you're already in deep trouble. He doesn't pick his subjects at random.
facts.
Nope. He zeroes in on those he deems unappreciative of their lives. And let's be honest, haven't we all hit snooze one too many times on opportunities in our life? But Jigsaw's traps aren't your average mouse traps. They're meticulously planned Ruby Goldberg nightmares designed to make you confront your darkest secrets. Think you can just hack your way out of them? Good luck.
Nah.
Each device is tailor-made
It's like
to you,
cut your head.
capitalizing on your
It's
fears
like cut your
and
head
worst
for your
traits.
teeth, or
It's like
cut
he
your-
read your
cut your
diary,
thumb for your
consulted your
mouth
exes,
or some
and
shit.
then weaponized that
Yeah.
information. Escape, while theoretically possible, comes at a steep price. Success often means maiming yourself or making a choice that would haunt you forever. Lose a limb, sacrifice a friend, small stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
And
be
even if you
weird,
do
bro.
crawl out of one of his games, you're not off the hook. Jigsaw has a network of apprentices who are just as twisted and infinitely patient. They'll be watching,
Fucking
waiting for
weirdo.
you to slip up, one wrong move, and you're back at square one. Or worse. Imagine waking up in a small room, the smell of rust and fear thick in the air. A creepy puppet rolls in on a tricycle and delivers the message, "I want to play a game." Spoiler alert, it's not f***ing Monopoly. The rules are simple yet horrifyingly complex.
Yeah, you can't
designed to
survive
break
this
you
nigga.
physically
I
and
promise you,
mentally.
you
The
can't
clock
survive
is
this
ticking,
nigga, bro.
and every second
Yo,
brings you closer.
Yo, if this nigga captures you, you can't survive him. The best you could do is just accept your fate, and it's either you just personally just how niggas be like in GTA and stuff, just do that shit, bro. Just like unalive yourself in GTA, bro. That would be better. Cause this nigga trap, he be like, I don't know, it's like cut your arm and save your fucking tooth. Or you like, it's weird, bro. I seen it's
To an end you can't predict. But here's the kicker. Jigsaw doesn't see himself as a villain. In his mind, he's offering you a chance at redemption, a renewed appreciation for your life. All you have to do is survive his twisted obstacle course of doom. No biggie, right? Now, if you're psychotic, you might be saying to yourself right now, nah, not me. I would easily get through the Saw movies. Well, consider this. Jigsaw anticipates your every move. He's 3 steps ahead, having planned for every possible escape route you might consider. And let's not ignore the moral dilemma you're tossed into. Jigsaw loves a good ethical dilemma, forcing you to make choices that pit your survival against your conscience. It's a lose-lose situation, and he is fully aware of that. So unless you're a saint with nerves of steel and a genius-level IQ, the odds aren't in your favor. So next time you think about cutting corners or screwing over a friend of yours or even keeping secrets tucked away, just remember, Jigsaw is watching. And trust me, you don't want to play a game of Monopoly with him. But if you thought you could survive Saw, wait until you can't even trust the very people around you, or even yourself. That's why we gotta talk about The Thing. The Thing is an extraterrestrial nightmare that
I haven't
crash
seen
landed
this.
into our imaginations via John Carpenter's 1982 classic. Forget
haven't
cute
seen
little
this.
green Martians, this shape-shifting parasite is more interested in turning your life into a real-world game of Among Us. And spoiler alert, everyone becomes the imposter. So what makes The Thing so uniquely terrifying? For starters, it's not just another alien out to zap us with laser beams. No, it's far more evil. The Thing assimilates any living organism it touches, perfectly mimicking its appearance, memories, and behaviors. But you're probably saying to yourself right now, nah, not me, I'd survive. Well, let's break down why you wouldn't. First, the Thing's ability to imitate anyone or anything makes it impossible to know who to trust. Your best friend, your spouse, even your pet goldfish Goldie could be the Thing in disguise. It's like playing hide and seek, except the seeker wants to absorb you, and hiding is futile because the Thing might already be you. Second,
You
the
have
assimilation
brain rot.
process is
Why you
alarmingly
speed up?
rapid, and
Because
shall we
I
say,
nigga,
comprehensive.
man.
You could be infected before you
Yo,
even finish
TikTok has
reading the
fried my-
sentence. One moment you're
my
sipping coffee,
attention
the
span.
next you're
I'm
part of an
never
alien
gonna
hive
sit
mind
here
bent
and
on world
bullshit.
domination. Not exactly how you
TikTok don't fried my attention span, bro. I'm literally gonna lie.
plan your day out, is it? Third, trying to eliminate the Thing is like playing whack-a-mole on expert mode. Chop off a tentacle? Congratulations,
say
you've just
busy.
created a new, fully autonomous nightmare. Each severed part can act independently, meaning your attempts to destroy it might only multiply your problems literally. But let's say you're feeling optimistic. You arm yourself with a flamethrower because, as the movie shows, fire seems to do the trick. Great, except that requires you to first identify the thing among a group of terrified, paranoid individuals. Good luck conducting a calm and orderly investigation when everyone's side-eyeing each other
I'm
like
not surviving
contestants on a
this.
reality show gone
But I've
wrong.
never seen
And
this, so
let's
I
not
don't know like
overlook
how
the
to survive
psychological
it.
torment.
Anyway.
Paranoid
If I've
becomes
seen it,
your
I'll be like, oh, I
constant
can survive
companion.
this.
Who can
But
you
I haven't
trust?
seen this movie.
Can you even trust yourself? The stress
Damn.
alone could be your undoing before the thing even makes its move. It's like me in my dating life. Everyone's out to get me. For legal reasons, that's a joke. So unless you've got a foolproof method for detecting alien parasites in a global
Pokemon
network to
extensions
implement
to
mass
stream.
screenings,
Oh, I'll
which
do
judging
that.
by
I
recent
haven't
events
seen-
seems
we'll do that
unlikely,
later.
surviving the thing is a long shot at best. But if you're sitting there still thinking, nah, I'd win, let me tell you about a corrupt secret society that will make your vacations a nightmare. Welcome to the dark underbelly of travel nightmares, the Hostel Organization. Unlike our previous foes, this isn't some supernatural entity or a lone madman with a flair for the dramatic. Nope, this is a well-oiled machine run by the world's elite who have, shall we say, unconventional hobbies. So, who are these people? Imagine a secret society where the wealthiest individuals bid tons of money for the privilege to, well, let's just say it's not the kind of experience you'd find on a TripAdvisor. They operate globally, luring unsuspecting tourists into seemingly ordinary hostels. The promise?
I haven't
Affordable
seen this. Yeah, I
lodging,
haven't seen
maybe
this.
a chance to meet fellow adventurers. The reality? A one-way ticket into the organization's dungeon. Now, why wouldn't you survive an encounter with these fine, rich folk? Let's start with the obvious. Unless you're hiding a billion-million-dollar inheritance, you're not exactly in their tax bracket. And in this twisted game, money talks, especially when it's used to silence anyone who poses a threat. First
Oh,
off, the
hell
organization's reach is nothing short of terrifying. They're not just in one country or even in one continent, they're everywhere. They've got scouts, informants, and probably a friendly receptionist who's offering you a discount for paying in cash. Their tactics are also disturbingly effective. Victims are carefully selected, watched for weeks, even months, to ensure they'll disappear without too many questions asked. Once targeted, you're drugged before you can say room service, waking up in a place where the term all-inclusive takes on a horrifying new meaning. So, if you don't have a
Damn.
ton of friends and nobody is interested in your social life, you're the #1 target. But let's just say you're resourceful. Maybe you've seen a few
That's
action
me.
movies,
That's
know a bit of
that's literally
self-defense.
me. That's literally
Admiral,
me.
but remember, you're up against clients who pay top dollar for the experience. These aren't amateurs. They're people who can afford the best and most secure facilities to ensure nothing interrupts their little adventure. Escape? Highly unlikely when you're locked in a fortress designed to keep you in and the authorities out. Speaking of authorities, don't count on them for help. The hostile organization has deep pockets and deeper connections, just like every government today. Bribes, blackmail, and influence mean local law enforcement might be inclined to look the other way, or worse, deliver you right back into their hands. It's a matter of time before they reel you back in. But if you think the scariest thing out there is a secret society of billionaires, well, that's cute, because let's take a detour into Cannibal City in Texas. It's time to go have dinner with a family of cannibals. One of them likes chainsaws. This is Leatherface, and he's proof that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones without supernatural powers. He doesn't need to teleport or play mind games. Nope, he's all about brute force,
Oh my
a relentless
God.
pursuit, and a roaring chainsaw that he loves quite
Yo,
dearly.
oh my
so
God.
who is this charming, handsome
Yo,
fellow?
do you know the first time I ever knew, do you know the first time I knew that humans eat humans was, I remember this like it was yesterday. So I was like 15 years old, and my mom, it was on a Saturday. My mom was supposed to be home at like fucking 7 p.m. But there was hella traffic. So it was me and my sister, and there wasn't like there was no one in the crib and stuff like that. So we were so bored. You know, my mom had all the fucking laptop and everything in her room. So we've got no access to a laptop, remote, and nothing. Because my mom was really strict. So we had to go to our neighbors. Because our neighbors got phone, they've got TV, just walk in there, just go watch some TV. And our neighbor daughter she was like 20, 22. She was watching Dumb Ways to Die, 1,000 Ways to Die, right? And this scene was like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that show before, like 1,000 Ways to Die. It's like a series. Oh yeah, it's a series. And I walked in right, and she was watching it, and I seen the scene right when this bitch got chopped up, and she got put in a big ass pot, and they ate this bitch, bro. And mind you, I was like 14, 15. I was fucking terrified, bro. That was the first time I ever knew that cannibalism is like something, bro. Like that shit got me terrified, bro. I couldn't even go to sleep that same night. I asked my sister like that humans actually eat humans. That's crazy, bro.
Leatherface,
Actually got
or
me
Jedediah
terrified.
Sawyer if you're feeling formal,
It's-
is
I
the
feel like it's
not-so-gentle
still weird, bro.
giant
It's
from the
still weird.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Part of a cannibalistic family with a flair for interior design. You know, if bones and skin are your aesthetic. He's a mentally impaired individual who expresses himself with the only way he knows how, through terrifying masks made of human skin, and of course, his favorite power tool. Now you might think, he's just one guy. I could survive this, right? How can it be that hard to avoid him? Well, let's delve into why crossing paths with Leatherface is a one-way ticket to nowhere good. First off, Leatherface is built like a linebacker who ate another linebacker. His immense physical strength makes any notion of overpowering him laughable at best. Trying to wrestle the chainsaw from his hands, you might as well challenge a grizzly bear to a dance-off. But maybe you're saying to yourself, nah, I'm a fast runner, I'm nimble. Well, that brings us to our next hurdle. Location, location, location. Leatherface operates in the most remote areas imaginable. Places where GPS signals go to die and roadside assistance is a myth. The labyrinth rural settings are his home turf, and he knows every nook, cranny, and hidden shortcut. You're not just running from him, you're navigating his personal, dark, twisted playground. But maybe you're feeling resourceful. Perhaps you think hiding is the way to go. Unfortunately, Leatherface isn't a solo act. His family's got his back, quite literally. The Sawyer family is a tight-knit group of cannibals who are just as twisted and unhinged. While you're busy dodging Leatherface, you might stumble into Grandpa or Hitchhiker. And
Damn.
trust me, they're not there to offer sweet tea and crumpets. Now, let's address the wildcard factor. Leatherface's mental state. He's unpredictable, operating on a logic that defies reason. You can't negotiate or plead your way out of this one.
What the fuck
Compassion, mercy, a moment of hesitation, they're not in his repertoire. His motivations are as opaque as the mask he wears, adding another layer of terror because you can never anticipate his next move. So, could you escape Leatherface? Statistically speaking, your chances are not great. Unlike other horror villains, there's no ancient curse to break or puzzle to solve. The terror is raw and immediate. It's fight or flight, and given his advantages, neither option bodes well for you. But if you're delusional, you might still be saying to yourself, nah, it's just a dude with a chainsaw, I can run faster than him. Well, let's dive into a curse that doesn't care about any of your survival skills, or your escape plans, or even how fast you can run. In fact, all it takes is a single watching of this videotape, and you are effed. Meet Samara Morgan, the pale-faced girl with a stringy black hairdo
Haven't seen
that's
this yet.
never seen a comb. Don't let her age fool you. This is no ordinary child. Samara is the vengeful spirit at the heart of the Ring series, and she's got a home movie she'd love for you to watch. It's not a rom-com. You might think you're safe.
Like, I
as
don't know
long
how
as you
niggas
steer
sit and
clear,
just watch
but here's the
straight
kicker.
horror. I
If
don't
you
know.
even know about Samara existing, chances are it's already too late. Curiosity might not kill the cat, but it will definitely punch your ticket when it comes to this cursed videotape. So what's the big deal about a grainy VHS tape? Well, watching it grants you a 7-day grace period before Samara decides to make a personal house call. And trust me, she's not dropping by for tea and cookies. Once the static of the video fades and the eerie images crawl across your screen, the countdown begins. There's no pausing, rewinding, or deleting this nightmare. Now you might think there's a loophole, some clever hack to dodge the inevitable. The legend says if you make a copy of the tape and convince someone else to watch it, you can pass the curse along like a twisted game of hot potato. Sounds simple, right? Here's the catch. You have to ensure the other person watches your copy, and good luck living with the guilt of dooming someone else. And let's not talk about those 7 days. They're not
Damn.
exactly a vacation. Samara has a way of making her presence known. Subtly at first, flicker of the TV, a random voicemail with nothing but static. But as the days tick down, the hauntings escalate. Sleep becomes a luxury as nightmares bleed into reality. By day 6, you're questioning your sanity, jumping at shadows, and probably regretting every life choice that led you here. But wait, it gets even better. Samara has a unique talent for technopathic shenanigans. What does that mean? She can manipulate electronics, appearing on screens whether they're on or off. Oh, you're gonna try unplugging your TV? That's cute. She'll just crawl out of your smartphone instead. What about physical resistance? Well, forget about it. You can't punt a ghost back into the well she crawled out of. Samara transcends the usual limitations of our normal world. Bullets, running away, barricading yourself in a room are all useless. Imagine this. It's day 7. You're huddled in a corner.
Oh
Every
my
light in the house is
God.
on. Surrounded by a futile ring of salt you've read about on some internet forum.
Your
The
ass
clock
lying,
strikes
bro.
midnight and the TV turns on by itself. Static fills the screen and she begins to emerge. Small hand gripping the edge of the well, followed by that mop of hair covering her face. Now, after watching this, you might still be saying to yourself, nah, I'd be able to survive all of these horror movies. Well, I'd like to invite you to the comments section to tell me why you would survive. Because
You
I
like my
think
plan?
you're wrong.
It's a
But if
weird
you
ass
really
plan
think you
game.
could survive, like this video and subscribe.
I'll be honest.
Because I'll be making another
The-
video just like this about
The last three on fucking what I call them, I don't think I can survive them.